Can you see me? Right, hi. My name's Deb Snow, and I'm going to talk to you today about low carbing. Low carbing is a marvellous way of controlling your sugars. It actually allows you to prevent the high blood sugars that we often see in diabetics, that basically people with diabetes, every time they eat a huge amount of carbohydrate, their blood sugars go through the ceiling. So for example, if you have a look at this book here, you can see on the front of it there's some pictures of pasta meals. The top one is worth 10 grams of carbohydrate, which isn't very much and is a really kind of a good amount to eat. The second one is a kind of a moderate portion. That's actually worth 50 grams of carbohydrate, which is quite a lot of carbohydrate for a diabetic person with diabetes. And the bottom one, which is a normal sized plate of pasta, is actually worth 90 grams of carbohydrate. It's 260 grams altogether, but it's actually what you would have on a plate with a load of bolognese on, or the same with rice or something. So that's 90 grams is an awful lot of carbohydrate. You haven't even started eating the food yet. So that's an awful lot of carbohydrate. So what do we actually do? What do we do then? We want to go out, we want to eat, we want to enjoy ourselves, we want to have really good fun with food. The only way we can do it is to go low carb. Low carb. Now basically I've been diabetic for about 21 years, and people talk to me over and over again about low carbing, and I didn't really take any notice for a lot of years, but low carbing is absolutely the answer, because if you actually low carb, it means that, for example, you can have a mixed leaf salad with toasted seeds. That's only worth 2 grams of carbohydrates. You can eat as much as you want of that. It's sort of like a super model diet, really, isn't it? And then you've got autumn beef stew. Now that's worth 17 grams of carbohydrate. And that's got soya flour, beef, shallots, which are onions, and bay leaves. Poultry, got no carbs in it, chicken, and so you can have all sorts of chicken, piri-piri chicken, griddle, marinated chicken, tandoori chicken, and then you serve it with celeriac mash or a salad, or a little tiny bit of brown rice, not that enormous amount that that most people have. Turkey fricassee, turkey moussaka. No, that's only got 11 grams, turkey moussaka, and it's got aubergine, white wine, chicken stock, free range egg, very tasty, very delicious, but only 11 grams. Turkey and mango stir fry, fish, loads and loads of fish, salmon steaks. So basically there's tons in here that you can actually eat low carb, and you can see there's lots of really good looking food in here, calamari with tomatoes and olives. So there's a way of actually vegetarian stuff here. Pepper and halloumi kebabs, which look absolutely delicious. Can you see those? They look really good, don't they? So you have those with a salad, and you're absolutely full up, and you're not actually feeling miserable because you haven't actually eaten enough on that particular day. Here's herb ricotta flan with some blushed tomato pesto. Look at that. That is worth 3 grams of carbohydrate. So this is a really good book. Now, Reva Greenberg, who is someone I've been watching for many years. She's an American. She's had it for 42 years, diabetes. She posted her typical day, and what she says is that if you have small numbers, small amount of carbs, you can control it. So basically, again, if we go back to this picture here, this small amount of carbs, 10 grams, not much of a problem. This big amount of carbs, big problem. So especially if you're type 2, it's going to hang around in your bloodstream, and you're going to have to exercise it off. If you're type 1, you're going to have to inject extra insulin. So either way, or pre-diabetic, you'll put the weight on it, and you could well become diabetic. So basically, the point is that this is the kind of carb you're trying to aim for, really. Sorry. So Reva Greenberg, you can see her on my Facebook page. I always post her stuff. Diabetes Family is my Facebook page. You can see her on that, and you can also see her on her blogs. Reva Greenberg. She's in New York City, and she is an advocate. And she tells us lots of really good things to do about diabetes. and she's a brilliant piece of advice for anyone who's got diabetes actually. She suggests using high quality fat and white refined carbs and processed foods out of our diet. So that's what we need to do. So she starts her day off with a low carb famous flaxseed muffin plus tahini, and that will actually give you lots of omega-3 fatty acids. If you don't want to make this low carb famous flaxseed muffin, which of course you can actually find it on the internet, because it's supposed to be famous because she says that she's posted all over the internet, which is great. I haven't seen it though. So she's going for a low carb famous flaxseed muffin, which I will actually have a look up and see if it's any good. But I would, for example, today I had kippers, scrambled egg, mushrooms and eggs, another good one, or omelette. All of those have got no carbs in them and won't cause chaos in your life. Lunch, she has grilled chicken and sprinkled with feta and avocado salad, or nuts and goji. Again, a really delicious meal for you. Grilled chicken. Snacks, a handful of nuts and a small piece of fruit. That would work for you. And then chocolate. You can have chocolate, 85% Lindt, very high quality chocolate. Don't get involved in the Nestle type chocolate, which is really sugary and glucosey and fatty. Not worth eating. For dinner, you want to have fish or chicken or tofu, or veggie meatballs with some sort of steamed kale or vegetables. As Reva points out on her website, and I've posted it as again on my diabetes family page, she didn't write this in a day. She's taken many years, 42 years in fact, to get this wonderful diet that we can sort of steal her ideas off her. She said, I didn't wake up one day and have this all figured out. It took me many years of reducing portions and dropping carbs. And the message here is, for those who successfully want to drop their sugars or their weight, is always low carb. And I mean, basically, people have been telling me that for years, and I kind of didn't believe them. But now I am believing them, and I am actually going for low carbs. Again, here's some more low carb recipes you might want to have a look at. You've got warm mushroom salad with walnut dressing. That's 3 grams of carb. If you're not even diabetic, you know, you can enjoy these and not get fat. Be slim and beautiful. Simple cauliflower salad, 2.5 grams of carb. Spicy cauliflower salad and flaked almonds toasted, 2.5 grams of carb, and that's got garlic, garam masala, cumin and chopped fresh coriander in it. Sounds absolutely delicious. Or tuna burgers, absolutely fabulous tuna burgers. Ham and egg pies. The ham is actually in the bottom of a muffin, and then it's roasted with egg and milk in the oven. Maybe 2.5 grams each. Absolutely delicious for breakfast or lunch. Trout in white wine, obviously for a meal, a special meal in the evening, I suppose, or for a delicious lunch. So you've got all of the tools to be low carb. Buy yourself a recipe book like this. It's on Amazon for £8. Get yourself a Carbs and Cals book. That's actually really, really brilliant. That will help you to low carb, because you can see what each one's worth. And just coming back to this, desserts, if you adore desserts, I haven't had desserts for years because they cause me havoc with my diabetes. But here in the back of this book, it's the most amazing little desserts, like griddled peaches with vanilla cream, grilled grapefruit, pineapple crush, apricot syllabub. I made custard vanilla cream the other day for my sister and her husband, which was flaked almonds, sunflower seeds toasted on a natural bio yogurt, warm with vanilla extract and raspberries hulled, and mixed up into a warm custard, and it was absolutely delicious, although the non-diabetic wanted a bit of real honey in it. Lucky them. But I didn't, and it was only 7 grams of carbohydrate for what was kind of a normal dessert that you can't normally have when you go out to dinner or anything as a diabetic. Peach crumble, again, peach are really low in carbohydrate. Raspberries appear to be, and so does mango. So, you know, you can get through it. You can actually even have fruit here. Look. Can you see that? I don't actually know what that is, but it looks delicious. So, Amazon, you can buy this book, although, you know, I do think Amazon don't pay their taxes, so I'd rather you bought it somewhere else. But anyway, buy this book, buy carbs and kales, and just over time work towards a low carb diet. It won't happen overnight. You still may need, you know, to eat sugars, especially if you're type 1. You're going to have to eat sugars now and again when your sugars are dropping low. But sort of to keep your sugars level. And I'll just show you one more thing. Today I low carb. I hope this is going to work well. And this is my graph for today. Can you see that? It actually has 2 peaks there that I walked off. I walked off those peaks. But I'm trying to keep it within 4 and 9, and you know, that's my aim in life. And today's kind of like a normal day. I've peaked twice and got it back down again. Okay, and that's through low carbing, really. All right, so good luck. If you want to actually any advice, or you want some, you know, to contact me, you can do it on my Facebook page, Diabetes Family, or you can email me on debjsnow@aol.com, and I will have a chat with you about how to do it, or just give you some support, because, you know, it isn't easy, and you've got to do it slowly and with support of your family and your friends, and, you know, and be inspired yourself to do it. And I hope this low carb short film has set you off a little bit in that direction.